I just found out my mom knows the word swag because she accurately used it in a sentence the other day, and the world feels different now somehow. Welcome to my mental breakdown. So some of my lovely friends and family recently went behind my back to try and help me with something. I had something bad happen to me recently, and I'm not comfortable discussing the specifics at this time on this platform. Maybe later, but suffice to say, yeah, I've been put in a really unfortunate place, and people close to me apparently, like, legit care about me, which for some reason I always have a hard time understanding. This is compounded by the fact that I have a really hard time asking for help. Aside from the fact that I don't want to bother people and I am afraid of being rejected, I have in my brain made an equivalency between asking for help and weakness. The most important thing to me in the whole wide world is that I'm independent and can stand on my own 2 feet, and I earn everything that I'm given. But, like, nepotism is kind of how the world works, you know? But I went digging into my bag of memories, looking for an example from my childhood. Appreciate that, by the way. I hate digging into my bag of memories. And I found an example. Believe it or not, I actually played Little League Baseball for a couple of years. My second year, I was kicked off the team for being a girl. But that's another story for another time. My first year was actually a really great experience. The coaches were all really cool. My team ended up second in our league, and I was the most improved player. While my fielding left a lot to be desired, I was one of the better batters, and the highlight of my season was when I got 2 home runs in the same game. Damn, I was good. I was good at something and then forcibly ejected the next year? What the fuck? Also, gee, I wonder where some of these issues come from. Anyway, this one game in particular, I'm on base and a kid behind me gets a hit in. There's a coach stationed at third base, and obviously he can see what's happening behind me and I can't, so he starts waving me in, and then all of a sudden this look of panic strikes his face, and he starts yelling at me to slide, slide, and I'm coming in like a freight train, and I want to be a good team player and do what the coach tells me to do, and that's when I realize, oh god, I don't know how to slide. And I get that that sounds dumb. Like, surely you don't need to be taught how to slide, that's just an intuitive thing that you know to do. But actually, there's a correct method, and I was never taught. As a matter of fact, there are multiple methods. There's the dumb way of sliding in head first, in which case your hand's gonna get stepped on by a cleat, and your helmet's gonna go flying off and you're gonna get kicked in the face. And then there's the less dramatic but more appropriate feet first sliding, in which case you won't get injured and have to sit out for the rest of the season. Point is, the coach told me to slide and I didn't because I couldn't, and I swear it was like I was wearing a jetpack. I was running so fast for third base because if I didn't make it after not doing what I was instructed to do, nothing really would have happened. I mean, I would have been thrown out and I would have felt shitty, but we were a bunch of kids playing baseball in a park. By some miracle, I somehow safely make it to third, and my coach says, "Good hustle, but next time I tell you to slide, just slide, okay?" And I'm standing there all out of breath like, yeah, okay. Why? Why didn't I just say that I didn't know how? Neither him nor the other coaches had taught me. Or if I didn't want to bring it up at that point, then why didn't I bring it up after the game? Or at our next practice? But alright, maybe I can cut little, like, 8-year-old me some slack. It's hard to speak up to adults when you're that age. And basically, since my baseball dreams have died, I've decided the entirety of the sport can go fuck itself. Unless the Dodgers are doing particularly well in a given season, in which case, go team. But, here's the tea, if I may spill a little on myself. Oh shit, that's actually really hot. I'm still like that! Fast forwarding. When I was just out of college and making some of my adult friends, some with mental illness, some not, it began to occur to me that maybe this awful feeling that I had all the time wasn't normal, and maybe I didn't have to live my entire life feeling like Eeyore. So I started talking to my friends about how I didn't think I was feeling the way I was supposed to be feeling, but I never asked for help. To a certain extent, treatment for mental illness is something that you're gonna have to do on your own. But that doesn't mean that you can't ask for guidance or advice or backup or any other help that you might need. In the end, I did it on my own and I got through it, but it was really lonely and scary, and it didn't have to be as bad as it was. The one thing that I managed to do was text a friend of mine while I was in the waiting room for the doctor's office just to study my nerves before the nurse called me in. So that's something. And the doctor did help me. I just had to ask. You've been watching my mental breakdown.